Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
Make sure to check out hankstrange.com. You can sign up for our email list and find ways to follow and support our efforts. Do you want to jump in and talk about the new suppressor while we're here? I know Patrick wants to. We got like 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, what Patrick didn't see was, yep, we're done now.
I don't think he didn't even see it.
I saw a picture of it on Instagram, or I think it was Instagram, and I saw it being attached, interestingly, to different barrels. That's what had me interested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the new can.
Currently, this is known as the Agent. It's our new 5.56 can. We just launched it at CanCon, 2 weekends ago. It's a solid titanium 5.56 can with a beefy Inconel blast baffle. I'm gonna set the rifle down at the prototypes on. We've been shooting it some today to do some more proving. But what I have a bunch of pieces of one here, and there's the guts. This is basically the solid homogeneous Inconel internals. It's all one piece of metal.
That looks good. Yeah.
Yeah. And what we do here is we bore the blast pocket. And you can tell there's 2 sets of threads in there. If I turn it this way, it shows up a little better. Mm-hmm. The deepest set of threads is for this big ring that goes down in there like that and holds in this 1/4 inch thick piece of Inconel to give you a blast baffle that'll survive more than 5,000 rounds of use. This drops into the bottom pocket. Then this mechanically screws in to hold it in place so that it doesn't come loose or fall out or whatever. But then the back section of the socket is industry standard 1 3/8, 24 threads. So what that allows for is we've got
so that's the universal suppressor. That's the universal suppressor thread, right?
Yes, and this is what you've been after me for 2 years to make.
Right. Yeah. That's awesome. That's a big deal. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we only have the 1/2 direct thread plate currently. Okay. But the reason we did this is, and I worked out some stuff with Mike Pappas over at Dead Air Armament, that we're going to offer this with the Dead Air Chemo mount and a Dead Air brake as part of a package.
Nice.
You can actually find it on our website.
Cool. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you'll actually be able to get the Dead Air quick attach device. It'll screw right in. We've got one. I just don't have it on this rifle right now. Mm-hmm. But yeah, we've used it a good bit. And I'll just be honest with you, the Dead Air mount is solid. Mm-hmm. It's basically the best QD mount we've ever laid our hands on. Mm-hmm. And
yeah, shout out to the Dead Air guys. We need to get them to come on the podcast sometime.
Yeah, Mike's awesome. So is McKeith. Mm-hmm. He was the one that helped us get it all going. But
that looks good, man.
We're getting them from them. We're gonna package them up. Like I said, on our website, if you go to the Agent page, you'll see Tier 3 actually comes with the Dead Air Chemo mount and brake and the 1/2 plate, so you can run it direct thread or QD. And then if you get muzzle cap strikes, you can get replaceable front caps, so that if you damage the front cap in some way, shape, or form, which would be kind of tough because it's 17.4, then you can replace it. It is something you can just fix yourself easily enough. But yeah.
So here's
people always wonder.
This is the website here. So this is it.
Hey, look at
right?
that! You got the mobile version.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you click on those images and start scrolling across, it'll actually show. Actually, scroll down to where you choose which option you want.
Okay, choose an option.
See how it says choosing. See if you choose option 3. Pick option 3. Now scroll back up. The wide image will actually have the mounts and stuff in it.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh, nice. Let me go sideways here so we can show that big. Okay, very cool. Yeah.
Yeah. It comes, as you can see, you get the Dead Air mount and the Dead Air brake and the 1/2 device. It works super well.
So just for folks out there who maybe are not familiar, why would it be... Oh, we got like less than a minute here. Why would it be important for this to be in the universal thread and, and everything that's going on with the Dead Air mount, etc.? Why is that a big deal?
Because if you've already got mounts, you can get this in Tier 1, which doesn't come with one at all, and save all that money because you don't need it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you've already got chemos, or if you've already got half 28 direct thread from somebody else in 1 3/8, you don't have to buy them for this one too.
Yeah,
and it's cross compatible.
Yeah, right. So if you already have dead air stuff and you have that on your guns, you can easily switch around and do things. And then if you're looking for accessories for it, let's say dead air doesn't have them available, you can get them from dead air. You can also get them from Liberty Suppressors, and you'd be able to use those things. So it's like, I think you just said it, cross compatible. Right.
So
Big shout out to Walther Arms here. The
chemo will allow use of something like this, which is a competitor's flash hider. I do believe. Which is what's really cool. Normally,
you can get one that'll fit that.
Yep. Normally, you were locked in with buying a certain brand, and then you got all their mounts, and you stick with it.
Yeah.
With the chemo, I can buy that back cap for the Liberty can, and then run the Liberty can on my 5.56.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, this is the beauty of the universal suppressor thread, which I know Dave and I have talked about on the show before. I've done some stuff. I'm like actually putting together a bigger video on that where we can maybe show you guys how you can just switch a whole bunch of things around and it doesn't get crazy. You don't have to spend as much money. There's quite a few companies using that suppressor.
Come on, in the end you're going to spend more money because now you can have your cans work on everything.
Oh yeah, well.
So you're going to buy adapters for all sorts of stupid stuff just because you can.
Yes, and I've already been doing that.
Exactly.
By the way, shout out to Real Cujo out there. I see he came in. He says, "Hey everyone, I'm not here. Just want to say Happy Thanksgiving." And he says he loves his Mystic X.
Because Cujo is awesome. He always shows up on my Instagram streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good dude, man.
If you own no suppressors, get a Mystic X.
Right.
I've told that to many a folk because it's the best first can on the market.
I think Patrick is the one who pushed us in the Liberty direction. He takes credit for that. Well,
I've had my Mystic for 10 years now, 8 or 10 years.
So you have an OG Mystic.
I have a Gen 1. I've never sent it back because I don't really need to. It works just fine. Yeah. And I don't use it as much anymore now that I have like specialty cans that kind of do other things. But no, that thing sits on right now. I think it's sitting on a 300 blackout. I have that,
which is a wonderful package.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's perfect for it.
Yeah, DCG44 says applying the Who is that? Applying the modularity, the modularity of ARs to cans. So there you go. And
exactly.
Yeah. That I think is a really cool thing. Yes, you're definitely going to be spending money, but I think it's a little bit wiser when you can just easily switch your cans around to different guns. So.
Yeah, and here's, let me see. Yeah, I can get you these. The socket stayed. It'll work.
Okay, so
this is the shooter can. Our previous 5.56 can was the Triumph. That's what this is. Mm-hmm. All right. The new one is an inch shorter, and it has a standard socket instead of just half 28 direct threads. So you get, and it's actually quieter.
Yeah,
that's what always kept me away from buying one of the direct thread cans. I'm one of those that likes to have a little bit more versatility with moving them around, and instead of having to unscrew it and I like having the flash hider that you screw on and then tighten down. It is the perfect combo for me.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, there's also in this whole universal thing. There's I think Griffin Armament makes a adapter that goes on an A2, the A2 flash hider. So if you use that,
they're not the first ones to do that, but there's several people that make a A2 flash hider coupling. Like Gemtech made one for a while, and SWR made one for a while.
Yeah,
you use the A2 flash hider; it couples directly to the A2 flash suppressor.
But
it's universal thread.
Universal, in that back thread pitch.
No.
No, you're getting confused.
Cans. Yeah, they're older cans. The mount is actually made to slip over a standard A2 flash hider.
Yes.
Yeah,
but it won't fit anything else.
Yeah, yes. but the threading of that, the threading of it is It is on the universal thread pitch.
Oh, the Griffin can is. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
it
That's
is.
that's what I was asking. Yeah.
Yeah. So I could
So you
put
could
that.
get-
I could
you
put that
could-
on
you
different
could grab-
cans. Yeah.
You could grab that adapter and run it on the Liberty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you come down, Dave, we'll see. I'll bring all those things out. That might be a good opportunity for us to just do that video. So, because I know you always have a bunch of different adapters with you, and Liberty does sell adapters for this. I think you have something that makes the Mystic X, turns it into the universal thread, and then the other way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. It's I don't remember the part number, but yeah, we've got one that takes the thread pitch up to the 1 3/8/24, so you can actually just screw it into the back of the Mystic, and then it'll take the 1 3/8/24 devices. Yeah, we made it. Actually, we've got it coupled both ways. We've got it to where you can adapt it to the Mystic, or you can adapt it the other way, which is kind of strange. It's just like a bushing, so you can put our older mounts into a 1 3/8/24 can.
Yeah.
So if you've already got a bunch of Mystic or Liberty mounts, you can just bush them up to that size, and that way you
Legos for men.
That's funny. That's what I was just about to say. It's like Legos, where you just find the right pieces.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That
It's
wasn't
crazy.
really possible until multi-axis turning centers with sub spindles came into play, because those machines will hold such linear accuracy. These adapters can be made cheaply enough to be feasible.
Yeah.
Making them on a manual lathe, the time to get them dialed in true and get them accurate enough to where you could rely on that, so the stacking tolerance wouldn't give you baffle strikes, was just kind of prohibitive until those things came into being.
Oh yeah.
Now, make sure to check out hankstrange.com. You can sign up for our email list and find ways to follow and support our efforts.